Hello, everybody. Here with a wonderful little story of a fat penguin that can't swim. I mean, that's kind of this whole thing in a nutshell. It's a platformer, and it's kind of quick-paced if you're not recovering from going for a swim, to put it lightly. He's trying to get the girl penguin's attention and losing weight because of it, because apparently she doesn't like him being overweight. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Now, this intro level is simply kind of telling you what items there are. You got your clock for more time, bottle for losing weight, and then enemies you can smash with your B attack, which varies depending on what weight you are, as well as your actual speed. Don't fall in the water because you will gradually fly and become completely maxed out on the weight gauge, which you'll see at the bottom. And most hits will give you more weight, especially ones that throw food at you. Because nothing quite says, hey, this is a platformer like flying food. Ah! That's my jump there. And now overweight for that jump. Now there is a clip up the logs to that phone up there because that is the end of the level, but I have never been able to get the clip, so I'm just staying with the safe ladder strat. And there are platforming levels and there are auto-scrolling levels. The music is definitely not bad, so I can at least say it was tolerable, especially in the music. Music definitely was pretty good. Now after that first level, I do want to make sure I'm gauging how many clocks I pick up, because I don't need too many, because each one will add longer time to the end of the level. Now you weren't able to see it in a pickup before. I want 4 clocks. But the H pickup will give me the item that would happen if I were to completely minimize my gauge. You'll see it right here. In the auto scrollers, it's a much faster missile that can shoot a little bit quicker along. And flying rice cakes, gotta love it. On a upside down Ferris wheel in the sky. Another wonder of architecture that I don't know how they got that there, but I'd love to see it. Now if I were to take a hit, he will inflate himself and wait for the next plane to come by. I'm doing my best to avoid that hit because then I would lose my missiles. I have to wait for that to despawn. Ah, darn it. Well, slightly slower boss, but no biggie. I also missed the cutscene moving skip. You're going to line yourself where the cutscene starts at and save some time that way. And now I'm wasting more time. Shape up. So every time you hit one of those bars on the gauge, you will take a couple of seconds and see the shape up animation and go down to the next weight. Ideally, you want to be in the smallest weight so that way you have faster movement and a ranged attack. Yume Penguin Monogatari. I did not have light enough weight leaving that stage. There's the shape up. Ah. Platforming, please. Ooh, I don't normally get that clip too often. And here is the hardest part on the entire level. Dodging those first 3 hat throwers. So tight on that. And if we get bumped by that, that's no big deal, because we're right there at the phone. And welcome to this birthday cake cloud. Now, I need to definitely not be this weight. Okay, it's left fire. Come on. There. Because if you have the broken heart icon at the end of the stage, you have to pretty much redo the entire stage. I am no stranger to auto-scrollers. I do speedrun a couple of them. So it kind of hit home with me on that regards. It's like basically taking a breather. Alright. Now this is the last of the actual auto-scrollers for the game. With a little bit of like a weird asteroid thing coming on about 2/3 of the way through. And more ice cakes again. I love the hitboxes so much. Can I not, please? Alright. Slight recovery. And this is the easier of the last 3 levels. Get a bit more weight loss in here. Go. At least the patterns are fairly predictable. The game is quite short. So in terms of being able to learn this in a short amount of time, this was quite easy to pick up. Try to not bonk into the walls, because that will also count as a hit. Oops. Double tap. Okay, set up for the 2 cycle. Now while on the bosses, the special that happens when you would get to the end of the bar does not happen, and you don't reinflate on your weight bar. So you can get yourself prepped up for being empty for the next level. And now for my least favorite level. There is so much water and so many fish that love popping up and making me go for a swim with them. Probably gonna land in the water at some point. Unless I get lucky with a fish ride. Or I managed to get the high road. Nope. But I did not land in the water. Octopus, be nice. Thank you. Jellyfish spot ended my run. But we are safe at this point. Definitely want to dodge that. I need that M. So I need the speed to make this first jump, or first try jump. Alright. Now for some barrel kicking. Yeah, that was definitely an alright pirate level. I had a warm-up run where I actually managed a fish ride, which I'm like, oh, well, that was neat. So you can only bonk the pirate from behind with the barrels. So it's a matter of trying to find the spot where. I was actually really good of a pirate. I don't get those ones very often. And there it showed it right there. I actually managed a gold split on that one. Now you can mash through the cutscenes. It does speed it up a little bit faster. It's almost not noticeable, but it does help a little. And trying to time my jumps, because if you don't make the jump in time, you will end up in the water. But there's also a late landing where you will glide through the top of the screen for an extended period of time. But I haven't been able to get that consistently outside of the very first time I ran it. So I was like, wait a minute. How is that I make it the very first run? Just casually landing it. And welcome to the final boss. Gotta destroy his fists. And then we gotta wait for the blaster to come out and smack it as many times as we can without getting hit. It's gonna be a 3-cycle. There we go, that was time. Not a bad quick run. Thanks for the GGs. Like I said, this game is fun as a platformer. Hitboxes, I definitely was a little about. But overall, it was a fun one. I did manage to hit the goal after looking at the SRC records. I'm like, you know what? 12 seems like a solid time to shoot for, and I did manage a sub 12 along this, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll probably pick this up for marathon runs, continuing on, just something to go. But I do want to thank Dave for letting me join in at the very last minute on this event. I literally woke up and said, oh, Dave's online. Oh, we're doing this rolls? Oh, I'll sign in. But definitely thanks for having me, and glad to be a part of this event.